Hello. In this video, we're going to talk about optimizing your service scheduler. The goal of this guide today is to ensure that the priority settings in your scheduler are not outdated or negatively impacting appointment availability. Today, we'll specifically take a look at X-Time capacity settings. For dealerships nationally and regionally, we've found that incorrect setup of the X-Time service scheduler can cause loss of gross revenue opportunity, as well as negatively impact service retention, your daily capacity, and the average appointment lead time. The Mazda Service Scheduler is a tool that should be actively managed and optimized to ensure smooth workflow and maximum appointment availability. On average, Mazda customers are waiting around 6.5 days for an appointment from the day they seek the appointment. This KPI is referred to as the average appointment lead time. Industry studies are telling us that customers will defect if they have to wait more than 3 days for an appointment. As such, we want to make sure to work urgently to improve average appointment lead time across all of our dealerships. I'm going to walk you through what the priority settings are for your capacity and what to look for. Capacities are set up as a hierarchy in X-Time. So once the topmost condition is met, for a particular day, the system will not allow setting any additional appointments. So each capacity setting below will contribute to your store's capacities in different ways. These should be set up at about 80 to 85% of the store's true capacity, leaving the remaining 15 to 20% for walk-in traffic. First and foremost, you want to take a look at your shop capacity settings. This will be the top tier in the hierarchy of how your X-Time capacity is set. So shop capacity can be set up either in terms of hours or appointments. To see how your store is set up, you can go to Configure Application Scheduler. If you look in the Booking Appointment, you can see what you have set up for your store there. I highly recommend, and most stores choose to set it up by appointment. It can be a lot easier to manage than hours. So to give you an example of that, let's assume the store is set up by hours. The hours are going to represent the max number of hours to offer for appointments on a particular day. So in this case, if 20 hours of book services were reached Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, then no more appointments could be made. The 20 hours is going to represent the sum of all service durations booked in the scheduler. So for example, if you have a lube oil filter, that might be set at 20 minutes, or a diagnostic appointment may be set at 60 minutes, so on and so forth. So for shop hours to be effective, all services in X-Time have to have an accurate duration. So using this example, out of the 20 total hours, a maximum of 6 hours are reserved for repair, diag, and etc. If the shop capacity were set up by appointments, 20 appointments would be the maximum number of appointments. Of those 20, a maximum of 6 could be repair, diagnostic, etc. One level below shop capacity is your advisor capacity. This is always going to be measured by number of appointments. So the threshold max for that particular day will have a breakdown of how many appointments are allowed per time slot. I highly advise to have the sum of the time slots equal or more than your threshold. So adding up all the time slot appointments should be 20 or more. Anything less means that your threshold number is not truly your maximum for that day and should be lowered to be more in line with the sum of the day's appointments. Next, you'll want to specifically take a look at your web appointment cutoff. If there's a number in that field, this is the number of days from today that a customer can't make an appointment through your store's website. So a number 1 in that field will not allow appointments 24 hours or out. If it was a number 2 in that field, it makes the first available appointment show up 48 hours out, etc. So unless there's something pressing, I would suggest leaving this field blank. You don't want to discourage customers making appointments online at their convenience. Lastly, let's take a look at some other digital optimizations that you should strongly consider. For example, if a customer is searching for a Mazda service term or Mazda 5 oil change in your backyard, are you showing up for that search? Can the customer easily schedule an appointment from your ad or your Google business page? You should do a mystery shop of your X-Time scheduler. If you submit a request for an appointment and have some questions, what happens? Is there an appointment confirmation and follow-up process in place? Last, can the customer see pricing and get those questions answered about service easily? Do you have your specials priced on the scheduler? Are there recommended services? If not, the customer is likely going to look elsewhere. The goal of this video was to arm you with high-level information that you can review with your service managers to ensure these settings are not outdated or negatively impacting appointment scheduling. If you have any questions or need any further assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to your Masa Digital consultant. Thank you for watching.